And this is 8:05, so we're either gonna get lucky or we're not. Okay, go for it.
Remember how annoying I can be? Don't get so upset. Just laugh. Middle school sucks for everyone. She'll be fine. You get too worked up about things that
Okay,
don't
stop.
matter.
Sorry.
Oh.
But how will I get this to him?
If you
Leave it backstage.
okay, I have time.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And you can grab it just for the one time you need it, right?
That's it.
Okay.
Yep. So where are you gonna set it? Just on the chair over there, or
Yeah, I'll set it on that chair, so whatever's there.
whatever's there? Perfect. Okay.
And hopefully there will be a spot on that. Okay, let's the snow upstage on the site cross dissolves into a pre-record of Shiree.
Remember how annoying I can be? Don't get so upset. Just laugh. Middle school sucks for everyone. She'll be fine. You get too worked up about things that don't matter. There's a reason. You know, I planned it this way. It's better for everyone. Make sure she values being loved, not bought. I remember the first time you came home from your new fancy life. I was jealous. I know you felt it, always on your heels, betrayed by my body, self-sidelined. I'm sorry, I should have come. To be honest, it was more fun cheering from the cheap seats. Less painful too. Did you find a ring? Hold on to it until her wedding day. You'll know it's me. You've always seen me when you need to. The message is there in text. Just promise you'll hold on to her.
It's never going to be the same. An examination of identity after it's too late.
Blackout. Lights fade up with the NRP music playing. And music fades.
Good evening, listeners. Welcome back to KRLN's Nostalgia Radio Hour. Tonight, a story of love, drama, and death. Brought to you by our sponsors, Guilt, Shame, Sibling Rivalry, and Ovaltine. Ovaltine, that drink you know from that contemporary Christmas movie set in the past. As always, our tale begins in front of a live studio audience. Matthew and Shiree were born into a middle-class Italian Catholic home. Some would say on the wrong side of the tracks. Every time you hear that train pass through town, remember how lucky you are to be surrounded by a community of love, family.
Our grandma was always reminding us that we needed to get along. Blood was thicker than water. That one day we would only have each other. That kind of stuff.
Lights fade up on a rustic Italian grandmother's kitchen. It's after midnight, but you can still smell the garlic and love from a delicious Sunday dinner. Near the kitchen sink, we see a Matthew with his hands around his sister's neck. Matthew is strangling Shiree. There's a brief exchange and the two swap, having the upper hand. Just as it looks like Shiree's about to give in, we see her reach for a knife. As she lifts the knife with his hands still around her neck, Matthew turns downstage and delivers his line to the audience.
This isn't as bad as it looks. We're Italian. It's how we express love.
I hate you!
So, when in 2 minutes my partner Emmett enters, don't be alarmed by his reaction. He's from Northern California. He believes in therapy. As if it weren't already impossible enough for gay men to have children. Why couldn't you just leave it alone?
What?
You're going to do this now?
Do what?
Really? I hate you for that.
Good.
I'm serious. I can't even look at you.
Don't worry, after this, you'll never have to see me again.
You always do that. Escalate it to some absurd level. Of course I'm going to see you again.
Nope, not this time.
Oh no, you don't get to walk away from this. You always walk away when I have the upper hand.
Which is never.
What in God's name is going on out here? I thought you two would kill each other. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. The neighbors are going to call the cops. You need to sit down, draw the contract, and consider getting into family therapy.
Fuck off! I don't get it. Every time. It's the same fucking thing. You beg me to come home, and once I'm here, you treat me like shit.
You're the dumbass who keeps coming back.
You're right. I guess I just keep lying to myself that we actually care about each other. Are you on script? No.
Mm-hmm. I can be. Sorry.
It's okay.
I
Sorry.
stopped being on script, but then now I can be. You're right. I guess I just keep lying to myself that we actually care about each other. Clearly, all you care about is making me look
Clearly,
bad.
all you care about is making me look bad in front of all the people who already think I'm an asshole.
There it is.
What?
You know.
No, honestly, I don't.
You think you're above everyone here.
Why? Because I refuse to shop at Walmart?
No, because you don't care that your words hurt our feelings.
Your feelings. How many years have I lived away from home? How many times have I come to visit you? How many times have you come to see me? Notice, I'm always the one making the effort to have a relationship.
You're the one that left.
Remember when you used to follow me around the playground?
That was a long time ago. A lot has changed since then.
Yes. Back then, you stood up for me. Now, everyone is afraid to stand up to you. Not one person in your life has the balls to stand up to you. No one wants to suffer the wrath of Shiree.
Because you're a cuddly ball of joy? You have no clue.
I don't think I'm better than anyone.
Your actions say otherwise.
Because I clap back at the hypocrisy? Because I won't back down anymore? Line.
I spent my child.
I
did that.
I did that. I spent my childhood pretending. I tried. I'm not ashamed. I lived my life for me.
Yet you shame everyone else for living their lives. For them, not you.
Wrong! For living their lives while condemning me.
Blackout. VHS playback 1 plays. Remembering. And it's towards the end of the video. And the video crosses over into lights fade up.
I don't believe you don't remember that.
I never said that.
That's just it. You never say anything. You just expect the world to understand your insane control issues. Maybe if you'd open up, we could have a real conversation.
It's not my job to help you.
I just can't help fixating on what led to that moment.
I don't let myself think about it, otherwise I just get angry.
Oh, it doesn't make me angry. I'm just confused.
We're the ones who did it.
We were children. I don't even think we knew what we were doing or what it meant. I don't blame us.
That's why I'm so protective of her. I'll do anything. Anything to make sure she has a better life.
My sister loves to make me out to be the dramatic one, but here she is making a tragedy out of a minor trauma. You make it sound like we were abused and neglected. You know how I feel about Mom and Dad. They did do everything for us.
Except protect us when it mattered.
Well, that's not fair. You're a parent, line.
You know you can't be everywhere all the time.
That's not fair. You're a parent, you know you can't be everywhere all the time. And even if you were, you of all people know that people will do as they please.
You defend Dad like he hasn't made your life impossible. You see that he treats you differently.
Impossible? It's not untrue, but what am I supposed to do? Disown him? I love him. He loves me. Right?
Right.
How long do I?
Hold on. Do you really think he'll change?
I've seen it. I know it's possible. I remember the blush smile and raised eyebrow. Anytime someone is bragging about me, you had it too.
Blackout.
I think we're just done.
Who makes it through middle school unscathed? I present Childhood Flashback 1, Discovery. Matthew and Shiree are standing on the cracked and blistering blacktop at Calle Middle School. They're standing in line waiting their turn to play tetherball. Matthew, in his perfectly matched outfit, is not so subtly trying to distract players to advance their position in line. Shiree, casually wearing an off-the-shoulder sweater and short shorts, naturally catches the attention of many of the boys who are playing soccer across the yard. A group of them make their way towards Shiree while Matthew is preoccupied.
Don't panic.
What do you mean?
They won't bother you as long as I'm here.
What are you talking about?
Just pretend we're having fun.
I am having fun.
You know what I mean.
Hey, GB. What's up, GB? GB, you forget to match your beret to your shoelaces?
His name is Matthew.
They know my name.
Are you sure you're a boy?
If I had a penny for every time I was asked that question by a peer, I'd have thousands of dollars. If I had a dime for every time I heard that uttered under the breath of an adult throughout my childhood, I'd be old money wealthy.
Yes, he's a boy. I took baths with him when we were babies.
Jamie has a baby dad! Don't gay boys like picnics?
Why don't you guys fuck off?
Match, you can't say that word.
Fuck off, Shiree!
I'm telling Dad.
She's gonna tell your dad you're gay!
I'm not gay!
Yo, here's Mr. Landry. Let's get out of here. Suddenly, standing alone in the schoolyard, Matthew and Shiree face detention to finish what's been started.
Matt, I won't tell Dad.
I don't care if you do.
No, about what they said.
I don't care.
Are you?
No,
And why does everyone keep saying it?
I don't want to talk about it.
It's okay if you do.
Do what, Shiree?
Like boys. They're cute. And we both love Patrick Swayze.
Matthew reacts as if for the first time in his life, someone sees him as he is, without judgment.
You're the one who always pauses dirty dancing when he's getting out of bed naked.
I won't tell anyone ever. Matt, I love you.
I'm sorry I told you to fuck off.
I know.
I love you too.
Blackout. VHS Flashback 2 begins to play tone deaf.
Matthew and Shiree have just entered.
Someone has to set the chair.
During the scene.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Matthew and Shiree have just entered their dad's house. The former adolescent home no longer feels like a safe haven. Family photos, handmade 8th grade ceramic project, and symbols of their past have been replaced with religious affirmations and collage frames of their dad's new wife, Life. Shiree quickly crosses to the one remaining fixture from their childhood. She drops her bags on the cozy reclining lounge chair gifted by their grandma.
I have to pee. This is my spot. I'm sure nobody takes it.
Okay, we're not 5 anymore.
Fine, I'll just go home.
Really? Because you don't get the comfy chair once, you're going to bail?
You don't get it. Nobody does. It's fine.
This isn't about your pain, this is about your control issues.
My control issues.
How did you get here today?
What does that have to do with your control issues?
Just answer the question.
You have that tone in your voice.
I don't have a tone in my voice. I know when I have a tone in my voice.
Apparently you don't.
There's no tone.
There, is that
It's
all?
right there.
Oh, it's right there. That note you just hit. That's the tone.
Shiree, I promise, I don't mean to have a tone.
Ever?
No, not ever. Obviously, if I'm telling an exciting story, my tone might be excited because that's what people do. They modulate their voice to express
So
emotion.
you did have a tone.
No, not just then, but sometimes, yes.
There it is again. See what I mean? You always have a tone.
No, and I guess your tone is just something we all have to accept. You get first rights on all chairs upon entering any building, and you get to keep your tone. I thought you had to pee.
I did do. Just want to make sure you don't take my spot.
No, Shiree, I promise I won't take your spot.
Ah! Fuck!
Oh, are you okay? What happened?
Told you, I'm always in pain. It's fine. Probably just the aftermath of my infusion.
I'm so sorry. It must be aggravating.
It's life. But yeah, it sucks. Plus, I'm a fat ass, so that doesn't help.
Don't say that.
What are you two up to now?
Don't sit there. That's Shiree's spot.
Blackout. Lights up.
And now, backstage interlude 1. Awareness. Matthew is looking at himself in a mirror again.
I see you.
He saw the devil in his eyes.
I know you. I've seen you before, but not like this. You've been waiting for me. She knew it was you, that's why.
Matthew takes a deep breath, leans into the mirror, and continues.
We got her back. And then he took her. I don't have to be like this. Or I don't have to be this way. I don't have to. I'm not like them. I'm not the way they were to you. I'm not like they were to you. You believe me. You were so good at setting boundaries, but never cared about crossing them. I envy that in you. I know you tried. I did too. I did. I really did. Every time, I told myself it would be different. I told her that too. I meant it. Every time.
Matthew shakes himself back to the present. He takes a closer look into the mirror. His right hand slowly traces the downturned corners of his mouth until his finger lands softly near his right eye. His face now almost touching the mirror, a smile creeps in. They have the same eyes. He exhales, that was me. He exhales the truth. They had the same eyes. Assuaged, he exits, just missing the line.
Blackout. VHS flashback 3 begins to play. Always cancer culture.
Oh, shit. You're on the phone, right? Angela?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just coming around.
I move your mic. So.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm good.
And the end of the video plays, and lights cross dissolve.
Now, a serious phone conversation.
You're too sentimental. It's annoying.
Well, I'm sorry if my reaction is a bit too much for you.
It's just, this is exactly why I didn't want to tell you until you got here. I knew it would upset you too much. I'm going to be okay. I got lucky. It's the good kind.
Nothing good comes from cancer. Ask Grandpa.
Grandpa and I are going to fight it together.
Grandpa has been fighting it for 6 years.
Hold on. Mom just walked down. Now I need to be shot talk, okay? You only ping me out about me and have babies.
Oh, wait a minute, she only wanted to have babies.
She can't hear you.
Oh, right. You always wanted to have babies.
After me udnavim, this me udn't havim.
You know, I've always hated when you speak in that fake language. I understand everything you're saying.
No, she didn't. Doesn't that make you sad. You always wanted to be a mom.
And I will be.
But Shiree isn't your life.
Matt! It's not that serious. I think I know what my body can handle. This isn't going to be the thing that takes me.
As usual, Shiree's going to ignore the rules.
I support that.
Blackout. VHS flashback 4 begins to play on the screen. Hoarding. And the end of the video is nearing. It cross dissolves and lights fade up.
Matthew and Shiree are standing on the back porch of Shiree's home. Matthew has the usual look of horror on his face, as Shiree has come to accept even when he visits. In every direction there are piles of magazines, stacks of packages, and corners full of cluttered chaos. Books, journals, art and craft supplies, boxed gift sets never been opened. Matthew reaches a new level of exasperation as we enter the scene.
1 week home, and I'm talking like a...
What? What were you going to say?
A redneck.
No. Like a person who knows better but gets caught up in the small-minded, small-town conspiracy theories. I know how you feel about people in your space. It's like you forget that I grew up with you. It can't be any worse than it was growing up. You remember your dollhouse.
Matthew smiles, trying to lighten the mood.
You stuffed that dollhouse full of trash. I don't understand why you won't let me help you. Nobody enjoys living this way. How could they?
Not everybody wants the things you want. Your life isn't as perfect as you think it is.
I don't think my life is perfect. And I don't act like that either. A lie. I do. I know I do. Lying?
I'm worried about you.
I'm worried about you.
This isn't normal.
I'm worried about you. This isn't normal.
And your life is? This is why I don't let people in! It's none of their business. It's none of your business. It's funny. I'm perfectly okay on my own until you come back and try to fix everything. Nothing is broken. If you want to fix something, why don't you take a look in the mirror?
I am Shiree. I've spent the last 15 years trying to be better than what I have been. I don't want to be this way.
This person.
Sorry. I don't want to be this person. I just can't help it. I come home and in every direction I'm treated like shit. You're supposed to be on my side. We promised to help each other.
If you want to help me, stop trying to fix me. I'm not broken. I like these things. I don't care how my car looks or what people think of me. I don't look like a conspiracy theorist just because my back porch is covered in cardboard boxes.
No, you look like a hoarder.
So what?
It's not healthy.
Who decides what's healthy? Cancer? RA? A coma? You think I can't handle a few piles and a cluttered craft table?
But what for? What do you get from it? Where will it go? What? You're going to leave this mess to us?
This mess is my life. This notebook was the last thing Grandma wrote in. This wrapping paper came from the first gift I gave to her.
Shiree begins frantically walking through the house, collecting trinkets and mementos from every corner of the overstuffed room. Mounds of notebooks, stickers, boxes create a maze that Shiree and Matthew navigate through. Sissy, honey, it's all just stuff. You can't take it with you. You have to let go.
If anyone could get through to her, it was our grandma.
I can't. I don't want to. These are my things. My memories.
Her memories. I remember she loved them. These precious possessions from my sister's life. My dad and I we just threw them in the landfill.
Redneck country we call it a dump, son.
Blackout. And this goes right into a backstage interlude. Lights fade out.
Backstage interlude 2. Catching up. Matthew is pacing backstage. He does this more often now, catching up. His emotion is building as he pulls out his phone, glances down, and hits preset out of habit.
Hi, you know who you've reached. I know how I feel about voicemails.
And there will be a beat, right?
You're gonna do the
I'm gonna do the
ring
beat.
and the beat. Yeah.
Right, okay, yeah.
But yeah, we have to wait for those things to be set up.
Okay.
So how many, is there a set number of rings before she?
No, I think I'm gonna buy one of those gadget machines.
Okay.
Because Charles's bell is not gonna work for that. So
But is there a set?
I don't know yet. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, it's me again. Don't worry, I'm happy. Today, now, I made the right decision. Decisions. At least that's how I feel. Now. Today. You know? I can't help. I can't help. I feel guilty. I should have come home. I knew. It's hard not having you here. It fucking sucks not having you here. She misses you, I miss you, Dad misses you, Mom is grieving and still missing you. Mom is still grieving and missing you. And spoiling her just how you wanted. Shiree. Why didn't you tell me you had so many friends from around the world? Did you know that the origin of a sticker is believed to date back to
It just says, it's just, did you know the origin of a sticker is believed to date back to the Egyptians?
What did I say?
You either add that, did you know that
Okay.
and it's, yeah.
Did you know the origin of a sticker is believed to date back to the Egyptians? Of course you knew. That's why you were a connoisseur. All this time I thought you were wasting money and space. You were collecting your beautiful life full of community. I'm sorry I missed that.
Blackout. VHS flashback 5 begins to play. This is separation anxiety. And cross dissolve, lights fade out.
And now, the inevitable. Shiree is sitting comfortably on the sofa in her living room watching reruns of I Love Lucy. Matthew is midway through a hike. He had to get out of the house to get some fresh air, made it midway through a trail, and is currently slumped next to a big rock. Shiree glances down, recognizes the caller, and answers the phone on the third ring.
Hey,
He asked me for a divorce.
I know.
We were sitting in therapy. I literally just said to our therapist, I think things are starting to feel joyful again. He let me get through my whole kumbaya moment, and then he turned to me and said, this is really hard because I love you so much, but I think the only thing left to do is try going on my own. Wait, did you say he told you?
He said that as if you're the reason he's sick. He says you don't believe him.
Wait, stop. It's, wait,
I know,
did you say I know? And will you take a longer beat there?
Between,
is going on my own.
oh,
wait, did you
want
say,
a longer beat?
yeah.
Okay. So much, but the only thing left to do is try going on my own. Wait, did you say I know?
He said that as if you're the reason he's sick. He says you don't believe him, that you think he's just making it up.
Why the fuck was he talking to you and not me? You know, you're not the only person he told before asking me in therapy. And yeah, towards the end I started to get a bit frustrated. How can you stand on your head teaching yoga but you can't sit at a desk for 8 hours? Why are you capable of hosting a dinner party for 20 but unable to visit with my family? And why did I waste 18 years of my life with someone who promised they'd work through the shitty times? I did not want to be like Mom and Dad.
I know he hurt you. I know it's hard. I know he hurt you. I don't understand why.
Do you remember the first time Mom and Dad told us that they were thinking about separating?
I do. We had to go back and forth across the street. Dad's place had that sad little pool and we had to sleep on the fold-out bed.
Yes, that happened, but that was after we moved to California. When we were still in Colorado, still living in Colorado, they sat us down on the couch and told us that they were thinking about splitting up.
I'm going to California for a work trip. Your dad and I thought this might be a good time to take some time apart from one another. We love you both. This is a mommy and daddy thing. It has nothing to do with either of you. Have you heard the word separation before?
Oh, I don't remember that.
Good. I've spent half my life trying to forget it, the other half trying to hold on to someone who gave up on me. Us. Now I'm alone. I'm a 40-year-old artist, single in LA, so basically I'm dead.
Imagine waking up from a coma, relearning how to talk and walk and eat. You finally get to come home, and the father of your beautiful little girl abandons you. You will get through this, Matt. I wish I was there. I'm sorry, I wish I was there. Is
I'm
there no
sorry
upset?
I'm not there.
I'm sorry I'm not there. I'd punch him in the face.
You know you would. You're right. I will get through this. I'm just so sad, Shiree. Marriage was the one place I beat them, and being gay, it felt like a real victory, you know?
And you did it! And now you get to do something else. You'll find someone who really wants what you want. You deserve to be with someone who worships you.
You deserve that too.
Nah, I'm done with all that. I have my little girl. She's the only thing that matters. I don't need men. You know how nice it is not to shave?
You still love him.
He's the father of my little baby. It will get easier. It hurts the most when you least accept it.
She was right, of course. About everything.
Blackout. Lights up.
Making a scene in a coffee shop. Matthew and Shiree.
It's Shiree and Matthew.
Shiree and Matthew, thank you, yeah. Shiree and Matthew stand in the corner of a far too hip local coffee shop. Matthew is seething. Shiree is silent. They've just excused themselves from the tension at the table where their mom attempts to distract Shiree's daughter.
Please don't shut me out. I had it under control. You didn't have to intervene. I had it under control.
No, you didn't. I don't think you see yourself. You're lucky you still have a finger.
What's that supposed to mean?
Wow, no clue.
At some point, you're going to have to decide whose side you're on. It's becoming more challenging to navigate your hypocrisy.
I'm on the side of that being addicted to our dad.
Oh, you hold the monopoly on that one. You have no problem raging when they piss you off. How casually you bite the hand that constantly reaches for you, listens to your self-righteous rants, endlessly argues with them so that you get what you need. In one breath, you condemn me for doing what you do to all your friends and family. Talk about lack of perspective. I wish you could just cut that thing the way I do for you!
Excuse me, your lattes are ready. It was in this moment Matthew and Shiree remembered they were in public.
We have this habit.
Where do you think it comes from?
I don't want to be like them. Like that. Look at how much you've gone through. We have to try harder. Please, I need you. You're all I have.
But you have to stop falling into his trap. You're never going to win.
Blackout. You can do that, Jason?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Lights up.
Matthew and Shiree stand in the garage of their justice. Matthew and Shiree stand in their...
Are standing.
Are standing,
Yeah.
thank you. Matthew and Shiree are standing in their just-deceased grandfather's garage. They're passing a joint which Shiree has just lit. The former childhood playground is full of tools, sleds hanging on pedboards, cars, motorcycles, rows of paint cans, And these slab of wood with the carved-in signatures of those family and friends who've gathered for countless Christmases, evidence of a tight-knit family.
God, I couldn't get out of there fast enough. I kept thinking we're supposed to be grieving with these people.
Right? It's toxic. It has been our whole lives.
It makes sense that Mom ran as fast as she could away from that town.
It's not that bad.
What, this place? Or our family?
Oh,
You remember that little bedroom we had in that apartment on Ocean Avenue? Remember that our little bedroom in the apartment on Ocean Avenue with the bunk beds and our parakeet? What was his name?
Patrick.
That's right. We'd let him. Patrick, where'd that name come from? We'd let him fly around the apartment.
I love that apartment. The Coma Pacific. The swimming pool at that complex was my favorite.
That leathery guy always by the pool watching us.
We entertained him for hours with our variety shows / Olympic diving competition / deserted island.
We laughed for chairs from those hideous plastic chairs. Always thinking you were me and I was you. Even in our swimsuits, he thought I was a girl.
We were not binary before it was cool. Dad hated those Dorothy Hamill But we got to watch The Never-Ending Story and Labyrinth because of him.
That's right. He had a massive VHS collection, rows of movies all around that apartment. Why were we in that apartment?
I think that's when Dad was living across the street.
Oh, right. Yes. Yes. Oh, right. I'm glad they stuck it out. All things
Pause for
considered.
1 second, Jason. When that moment happens and yes, you press the smoke. When he says, "Why were we living in that apartment?" Can you lean in?
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. Because then I also did that.
yeah.
Whatever that's. Yeah.
Okay, keep going. Sorry.
I'll give that to you. That's right. He had this massive VHS collection, rows of movies all around that apartment. Why were we in his apartment?
I think that's when Dad was living across the street.
Oh, right. You know, I'm glad they stuck it out. Oh, right. I'm glad they stuck it out. All things considered, we had a fun childhood. Mostly.
Presenting a high flashback. Matthew and Shiree are standing in the middle of a 1980s stucco apartment complex in Torrance, California. Matthew, proud in his bright red Izod swim trunks, is next to Shiree, standing in her bright blue one-piece Speedo, as they reenact the never-ending story.
When it comes to controlling human beings, there is no better instrument than lies. Because humans... Lie?
Because you see, humans live by beliefs.
Because you see, humans live by beliefs, and beliefs can be manipulated. The power to manipulate beliefs is the only thing that counts.
Everything will turn out all right. You'll see. I can't imagine how.
Said Atreyu.
Neither can I.
Said the luck dragon.
But that's the best part of it.
You must let what happens happen. Everything must be equal in your eyes. Beautiful and ugly. No. Good and evil, beautiful and ugly, foolish and wise.
Strange as it may seem, horror loses its power to frighten when repeated too often.
What I've started, I must finish. It's too late to turn back now. Regardless of what happens, I must go forward.
Without a past, you can't have a future.
Whatever happened to Patrick?
I think he died when we moved into the new house. Remember we had to keep him in the garage? He probably froze to death.
Oh, or escape.
What in God's name is going on out here? It smells like a skunk.
You know Shiree has terrible cats.
Ha ha, very funny. And what about how Grandpa felt about drugs?
That's why we waited until after his funeral.
Well, you two are missing out on the pizza. I snuck these from Grandpa's bedside table. I know how much they meant to you guys.
No matter how horrible we could be, Mom never missed an opportunity to shower us with gifts. And food.
Blackout. VHS Flashback 6 plays. This is Family Politics. And we're towards the end of the video. It's starting to fade in. And cross dissolve lights up.
Shiree and Matthew sit in their living room, hundreds of miles apart, now connected more than ever in their bewilderment as they process what they're watching. Eventually, every child recognizes that their mom and dad are people too.
I can't believe they don't believe.
I can't believe they're ours.
We came from them.
I know.
They believe everything he says.
Mom is so far gone, it's laughable. Except that he's coming for people like me, after people like me. And every time I bring it up, she says, he loves people like you. His lawyer is...
Oh, God.
I know. Line? Sorry.
I don't know where we're at because I was watching.
What's it?
What did you just say?
It's gonna be about the 42. I don't even know what I just said. Sorry.
His lawyer is over.
I know. Trust me. The last thing I wanted in my life, was, I wanted to be in life was 42 and living with her. Thank God she was there though. This last year sucked.
Alas, how long has it been?
Right?
I'm just at the point where I don't call because I can't handle it.
I think he's worse though. He knows better and still plays into the horse shit.
You just wanted to say horse shit.
Yes, because it is horse shit.
I like that you're using his word against him.
Back when he used to use words like that, terms like that, or words like that. Remember French term?
Yes.
Cheeto was a French term.
Right.
Dad, fuck.
And they both love him.
And they both love him. Dad was thrilled he pushed the Christian crusade, but Mom,
She was bored.
it just sucks. I wonder if they understand how devastating his base is to people like me. I don't get it. I don't remember them like this when we were kids.
Matthew pauses, catching himself outside his body, reacting to what he's just said aloud to an empty room.
Who am I supposed to bitch about these things to now? Shiree and I knew our family would take it this seriously if someone they loved died. Unfortunately for me, it was the one I loved the most.
Blackout. And lights up.
Alas, we meet Matthew backstage one last time. Late. Getting his father on the phone is never easy, but today seems more challenging than ever. Finally, an answer.
Dad, just do me a favor, please. It doesn't feel right.
Matt, you know your sister. She's going to be fine. I fucked that up again. You're lying.
Matt, you know your sister. I called her and she sounded.
Thank you. Matt, you know your sister. I called her and she sounded much better.
Like when she was fine right before she ended up in the hospital for 2 months.
Matt, she's going to be fine. She was talking and making jokes. We had dinner last week. She was still tired, but she made it through the worst of it.
Dad, she ignored a 102-degree fever for 3 days. She treated cancer like it was a head cold. You always think I'm overreacting. She's downplaying this like it's not real. It's very real.
I'll stop by tonight.
Unfortunately, she died an hour later. There was a quote painted on a rock which sat on top of the dresser, which used to be our grandma's. It said, I don't want my pain and struggle to make me a victim. I want my battle to make me someone else's hero.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Hello, friends. I'm your shame a lot of life away girl. Are you controlling, loud, opinionated? Do you live in a glass house? The answer to all your problems is in this little bottle. Shame a lot of life away. Shame a lot of life away. Shame a lot of life away contains anxiety, anger, depression, and embarrassment. Yes, with Shame a lot of life away, you can drink your way to instability. All you do is take a big swig after every feel. It's so tasty too, just like candy. So why don't you join the millions of unhappy, sappy people and get a great big bottle of Shame a lot of life away tomorrow. That's Shame a lot of life away. Remember that name? That's you should be ashamed of yourself.
Blackout. VHS flashback 7 begins to play. And cross dissolve and lights up.
Shiree, now soon to be mom, is sitting next to Matthew in the favorite corner of the cozy, far too hip, really this town needs to understand how lucky they are, local coffee shop.
Damn it, I forgot the cup. Sorry. I didn't get a sliver this time.
Maybe dreams aren't everything. I think passion was stressed too much in our childhood, indulged.
I don't think they could have stopped you.
I mean, he did go out of his way to capture every event. Family reunions, birthdays, dance recitals. There he was, hunched in his role, resigned lump on his shoulder. The little red light was the catalyst, always silently encouraging me.
Obviously, he was proud. You challenged him. You challenged me. You remember that time you set me up?
Which time? The one where you lied and I paid for it?
I didn't want to get in trouble.
Of course not. Instead, I had to hear it from Mom and Dad.
You could have let go. You could have had fun too. You didn't have to save me or them. You could have. Why did you always have to be better than me?
Me? Everything I did was wrong. Everything you did wrong was my fault. You were naturally gifted. It's not my fault you didn't want it. You were careless where it didn't count. Reckless. You didn't tell me how bad it was. How hurt you were. I would have been there.
Every hike, every audition, every vacation, even babysitting. You cast a shadow over everything, every moment.
I had to prove myself.
I had to prove myself.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
You're going to be an extraordinary mom. I'm glad you didn't listen to the experts. I'm so happy you did those things.
I know you always wanted to be a dad.
I'm so excited that your dream is coming true. I don't think fatherhood is going to happen for me. I'm still trying to build upon that impossible dream they let me have.
I know it's going to happen, and I know you're going to be the best uncle ever.
Well, I promise that I will always be there for her. And whether you want it or not, I'm going to spoil her like crazy.
Her bedroom is going to be owl themed. I have these pink and green baby owl sheets that match your changing table and pajamas.
What a hoot. Sorry.
Just promise me, no lies ever. I don't want her to grow up struggling to trust her family.
Are you referring to the Santa Claus scandal?
Matthew and Shiree stand in the subterranean parking garage of the Copa Pacific Apartments, sent on an errand to retrieve something from their mom's fancy car. Too bad Mom and Dad forgot there was a trunk full of lies.
Wow, look at all the toys. There's the Barbie dream dollhouse. I I wanted and the Cabbage Patch doll for you.
Well, shit. 2 years ago, Mrs. Overwater, my 3rd grade teacher. Well, shit. 2 years ago, Mrs. Overwater, my 3rd grade teacher, told my. 2 years ago, Mrs. Overwater told my 3rd grade class that there was no such thing as Santa. Christmas has been ruined ever since. Think, Matthew, think. Santa must have put those there for Mom and Dad.
Should we tell them they're here?
No, you can't say anything to Mom or Dad. Santa knows what he's doing, okay?
Okay.
She held on to our lie, the first of many.
Blackout. Lights up.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, without further ado, I present The Great Escape! Matthew and Shiree are toddlers on the outside of their cribs in a tiny bedroom on a hill.
How did you get out?
I just climb over that and then come down here.
Shiree, you could have hurt yourself.
No, Matt, I'm a big girl. I'm strong.
Come one, come all, witness the death-defying acts of Shiree, the fearless. Matthew and Shiree are standing on top of a giant stairway, looking down at the concrete basement. Only a flimsy guard gate keeps them safely on the carpeted side of life. Shiree begins climbing the gate without a net.
Stop! Shiree, you're going to die! Dad! Dad! Come quick! Shiree's going to die!
No, Matt, I'm tough. I go down there and get a toy.
Oh, it's okay. Got here just in time. Shiree, what were you thinking? You got guts, kiddo. Good thing your brother was here.
I can't count the number of times Shiree shrugged off death. Her resiliency was second only to her fearless and free spirit. Reach your arms up high, like this.
I am.
Come on, you can do it. Like this, just a little bit higher.
Matt, I am.
No, Shiree. Like this.
Matt, I'm not a baby.
You've got to do this. Shiree, I know it's hard, but this is the only way back.
You do it then. Ouch. It hurts. I can't.
He's drinking again. You've got to get home, Shiree. Your daughter needs you. Do you want her to end up with Dad or Mom?
No. I'm trying. Ouch. Oh. Matt, can we please stop today? I can't do this.
Just 10 more reps. This is how you get your life back.
Where's my little girl?
She's staying with Mom.
Oh, God. Where's her dad?
We don't know. He got drunk the other night and took off. Said he couldn't do this. He's telling everyone that you're a vegetable, that you're never going to be the same.
Men are weak. Sorry, no offense. How long have I been in here?
A month.
My birthday?
It's next week.
What about the family trip? I already paid for it.
Mom and Dad stayed behind with me. Everyone else went without us.
What about you? Don't you have to get back to LA?
No. I need to get you back home to your daughter.
Matt, I'm scared.
You've got this.
Let's go again?
Oh. Slowly. Good job.
Matt, thank you.
Blackout. And lights stayed up.
It has been 1 year since Shiree has passed. Matthew's.
It's been a year
It's been a year.
since Shiree has passed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's been a year since Shiree has passed. Matthew is standing in his living room alone. In every direction is a memory of his sister. A picture of their favorite Christmas vacation. The marble globe she treasured. A pile of precious stones and gems, hopefully radiating Shiree's energy. A collection of their favorite DVDs. She had multiple copies when they went through her house. And finally, the wingback chair which once sat in their grandma's living room. Matthew sits down and has a conversation.
And it's Matthew sits in the chair, I think.
Sits in the chair.
Matthew sits down in the chair and has a conversation. Yeah.
Matthew sits down in the chair and has a conversation.
I'm so angry. We had a deal and you broke it. You left me here with them. I'm so angry. It's her first day of middle school, high school. It's her wedding day. I can visualize her walking down the hallway, aisle. She walks like you. Did I ever tell you why I changed my walk? You remember, I know you do. I was living in Chicago and decided that I wasn't good enough. In New York, I discovered I didn't speak the way I walked. I changed that too. But you were someone that knew. God, I resented that. You made Boy Scouts look fun, easy. Meanwhile, I stole dance from you. She's changing. It's subtle, but it's happening. There were two butterflies dancing while Kel and Mom and I were playing tennis. Was that you? When I walk past, I still can't believe you're gone. When I walk past a mirror, I see you. When I talk to her, I see you. Everywhere feels nowhere with no more pressure. I miss your stupid text messages. How I would be so furious when you'd fire off a rapid spree of questions and thoughts. Why? Why would I get so upset? I searched for you everywhere. Haunting our familiar spaces. Full of emptiness. You're hidden in my corners, my dresser drawers. I'm left with this inheritance. This precious collection of metal, generations compartmentalized in cabinets, tarnishing. The lustrous memories now only worth their weight, wearing them to feel close to your energy. I'd trade the lot for another hug. I'd do anything now. Anything to hear from you. Every day hurts since you've gone. I can't do this without you. I don't want to do this without you. What do we do? Who cares? Let go. I can't let go. Who cares? Just let go. 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 Who cares? Who cares? Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go.
Shiree appears like a vision. 2 lines.
Shiree appears like a vision, too good to be true.
Too
Matthew
good to
walks
be
towards her.
true. Matthew walked towards her. He reaches out for her. Can this be real? She welcomes his embrace. He holds on tight.
Are you going to hold on forever?
I can't let go.
You can't take it with you.
Shiree winks at Matthew. She pulls away, disappearing as quickly as she can.
She emerged.
As she emerged, Matthew dances into the sunset.
Blackout. Okay, good.